Welcome to Midnight Feed. We are your hosts, Albright and Johnson. Johnson, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. We
Well,
had
hold on. I'm looking out my window right now and I see two people randomly carrying a fucking mattress down the street. What the fuck is
hey, hey,
going on
hey, hey,
outside?
hey, hey, hey. Don't worry about that. That's none of your business. Don't worry about that.
Like,
That's my business. It's my business for me to deal with, okay? And I will worry about outside the window. Furby's
did we
watching
get more
outside the
crack?
window right
Did,
now.
did we get some more crackheads in our neighborhood or something?
There's never a shortage of crackheads in our neighborhood, Johnson, as you know.
That was shocking as shit. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah, no. So we interrupt your awesome 2-bit and your awesome, bonfires and stuff to make some announcements and do some reactions. So first and foremost, okay, bonfire will be coming back soon. We are talking about that. We are in works with that. Everybody keeps asking us. All our millions of followers. They keep asking us about the bonfire. We're bringing the bonfire back soon. Okay. Soon is the ETA on that. I don't know when, but soon.
That's all we
Um,
know. Soon.
2-bit and Midnight Feed, the show that you're watching now. This is going to be the new format for a while. I like this a lot. I'm really messing with it with the CRT vibe. Um, Number 3, the reruns will no longer be on twitch.tv. If you want to see our reruns from now on, you have to go to react.tv. We set up an entire kind of channel there, and I'm really messing with what they do over there at react.tv. Awesome platform. Please check it out. It's not
Get
just
over
me on
on
there.
there.
It's not just me and Johnson. It's you see a bunch of stuff on there. There's a bunch of different TV channels. It's basically the pirate TV of our age. I love it. It gives the opportunity to collaborate and et cetera, et cetera. It's great.
Don't
Um,
don't they also have a Twitch channel of their own?
they do. They do. React.tv. Just look it up in the little Twitch search bar. You'll be able to see that. Yeah, I think they have a YouTube as well. They're great people over there. I mess with them very heavily at the React.tv. Now, into what we're reacting to today. So, today, Mr. Johnson has no idea who Shane the Gillis is. And I think that's criminal. I do. I think it's absolutely criminal.
Well, lock me up and throw away the key with Big Bubba. I mean,
Yeah. So, what we're going to do is we're going to watch this video. It's by a YouTuber named Lou Extras, Lou Extras. Okay, here I'll put it in the chat for everybody. I'll put it all in the chat. Hang on one second here. At Lou Extras. This is the guy that made the video that we're reacting to on YouTube. And yeah, we're gonna play it because Mr. Johnson has never seen who Shane Gillis is, so we're gonna play it. And without further ado, let me move up to a close up of the screen here. 1 second. Bada bing, bada boom. So here we go.
Few
Here we
people have
go.
experienced the meteoric rise or acquired such a strong reputation among his peers as Shane Gillis. After infamously being fired from SNL before he even got started, the renowned comic became such a phenomenon without their assistance that they had to welcome him back with open arms as a host. Now, he's packing out stadiums, basking in the love that he gets for his witty, unapologetically honest takes and tales from his life.
The last first date I had is with the girl I'm dating now. That one kind of sucked. Like midway through,
I did see the
saw
roast of
her
Kevin Hart. That was actually
Instagram story.
hilarious. It was
That
one of
was,
my
like,
favorite
throughout
roasts
the
of all
year.
time.
She was hanging out with Diplo a lot. So anyway,
Yeah.
I was looking at her Instagram story, and this was like our first date. And Instagram started doing this thing where it shows you the entire year. And earlier in the year, she was hanging out
Here's
with
what I'm going to
Diplo.
say about Shane. Shane is one of my favorite people on the planet because here is a guy who is very average, right? He's just like me or you, Johnson. But this dude somehow has just figured it out, right? He's hilarious. He speaks his mind. I think he's hilarious. But see, what's going on in this video is people mistake his boyish good looks for weakness, and it's very not weak. Here, I'm going to go ahead and play a little more of this.
Which you don't know him, but he produced Justin Bieber.
I have a picture of what he looks like, Brian. I don't know
Nah, I'd
what
rather
he
not
looks
do
like.
that.
I feel like
so I was looking at it, and then I was talking to her, and this is our first date. And I was like, "Did you Diplo? I think she did.
Well, what was her like immediate reaction to that?
She was like, and went to the bathroom. It was just funny to be competitive with Diplo mentally. Like when she told me that, then I went home and like looked at his Instagram.
Yeah.
Right.
Diplo is 5'10".
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All
You
right.
win.
Well, I could definitely beat the out of Diplo. So I at least have that.
I think anybody could beat the fuck out of Diplo, Shane. I think you're missing the point there about this. But anyways, yeah, I'll continue. I'm sorry. I had to add in my 2 cents there.
But yeah, his life is a lot cooler.
A big part of that appeal boils down to the fact that even though he once had an opportunity stripped away from him, under a cloud of controversy, it hasn't made him afraid of conflict or potentially divisive quips.
Cheryl Underwood is here. Give it up for Cheryl. Cheryl's husband.
Oh, dude, this was a real bad one. I watched the roast of Kevin Hart. I know what you're talking about here. Here, I'm gonna hit the remote. Yeah, he went in on that one. He said one joke with Kevin Hart where he said, and I thought it was actually hilarious because it was well thought out, but and he obviously passed it through many people, and Kevin had probably heard it before, but he said that if they had to lynch Kevin Hart, that they would have to use a bonsai tree, which, oh my god, bro, like I can't believe you said that to that man. That's insane to me. That's not insane to you? Well, I mean that's Michael LaVaughn Robinson. No, I mean that was an actual thing. I thought. No, like dead ass. I thought that was a dude this whole time. I was unaware. Oh, I'm not judging. Don't get it twisted. Hold on now. I just think that that Michelle Obama was not started out as Michelle Obama. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Here, I'm gonna continue playing this before we get canceled. Before I get
Regina Hall
canceled.
is here. I think her husband's doing well, so we're just gonna move on from that.
Oh,
Draymond Green is here. Give it up for Draymond. He plays for the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors logo is a bridge. Don't show that to Cheryl's husband. Seriously,
damn.
keep that bridge away from Cheryl's husband. Cheryl was in the Air Force, but she couldn't fly. And neither could her husband.
And rather than
Oh my
sterilize himself
God!
as
I
God
forgot
more
how
famous,
vicious
he's pretty
he
much
was.
doubled down on being himself.
He was so
leaving a
vicious.
slew-
He was actually vicious. This dude right here, everybody knows that's Brendan Schaub. I hate that guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know he's probably got a Twitch and he probably could beat my ass. Sure, for sure. Okay, this dude, if he scrapped with me, would whoop my ass. Okay, but I also hate him. So do with that what you
I got
will.
your back.
of
I got your
victims
back.
in his way.
We'll both get
Is he
arrested.
Oh, that was Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee is a person I could beat up. This is okay. So this is your guy that made the video right here. This is Lou Extras right here. So go and follow Lou Extras if you're watching our video. That's the guy at Lou Extras. He made this video. And we like to support the people that make stuff. We're just reacting to it currently. So anyways, this is Shane with some old dude.
But can't stop himself from getting cooked or forced to look inadequate in the presence of a superior comedian.
Lord, look at his body. He's just a ball of intense.
Okay.
muscle.
Unironically, I love the shit he does with Joe Rogan when he rage baits Joe Rogan because he does it all the time, bro. He legitimately rage baits Joe Rogan. I saw him one time. It might be this time where he was talking about leg kicks. And Shane was like, leg kicks a pussy, the gay. And Joe was like seething. He was seething.
Look at that dude's face.
Yeah. So right now Joe Rogan is talking about him exploding on his face. Here, we'll watch that real quick. Hold on a second. Let me close back up on that.
Exploding on us.
It's exploding on your face.
Pause.
Yeah, Shane says pause. You hear him?
That sounded a lot more gay than I was trying to make it sound.
Let me preface this straight away.
Good.
Shane Gillis clearly has a lot of respect for Joe Rogan and views him as a colleague and even a benefactor in the scene. Before he reached the
Lou's
heights
got a
that
good
he's
take
at
on this, I
now,
think,
he and
so
his
far.
podcast co-host Matt McCusker would refer to Rogan in a way that landed somewhere between reverence for what he'd achieved and lightly poking fun at
Dude,
how
he's not a
other
piece of shit. Hold on. Shane Gillis is not a piece of shit. Shane Gillis is fucking hilarious. But you gotta understand, he talked to her about that beforehand, and she said, "Whatever you fucking say, I don't care how bad it is. You better come funny." That's what she said. I watched the interview. She said, "I don't care what they say to me as long as they were fucking funny," and they were hilarious. He wasn't fucking unfunny. That's the one thing you can't take from him is he's fucking hilarious. SNL couldn't even take that from him. What do you mean? Yeah, but it was on the table. It was okay because she said it was okay. I'm like sinking into the couch over here. Let me get back up here. But yeah, no, she said it was okay, so she's not super pressed about it. I wasn't getting down low. I was slipping into the couch because this fucking we got this thing at a fucking yard sale for $20, dude. Then that motherfucker took $20 from me for nothing? Are you kidding me? Bugs. Okay. Anyways, back to what we were watching.
Comedians treated him like a deity. So when Shane was facing the drama around the SNL situation, there was one man he called upon for help out of this PR predicament.
Anybody that listens to this is
Saint
probably
Rogies might fucking listen, dude.
Dude,
Dear
please.
Saint Rogies,
Yo,
dude.
Rogie,
Please save us.
Please,
Not
dude,
Rogie.
Descend upon us and
Dude,
save us, dude.
Please fucking
We're
bless us.
dude,
Not
Rogies. You're our
Rogies.
only hope, dude. Please.
That's all I can think about.
Unironically, I used to watch Joe Rogan often. It was up until he had a conversation with, who was it? Theo Von, I think. He had a conversation with, and he started calling him crazy out of nowhere. And it was before that I started being like, Joe, kind of, you're getting a little too overzealous. I'm not a huge Theo fan. I will say I like his style of comedy. I think he's a funny dude. I think he's a very funny dude. Like, well, the mullet? Johnson, with all due respect, when we were in high school, you had a mohawk that was long, and it looked like you had hair, but it was just a comb over of your mohawk. You have the Theo Von haircut now. Oh, I see. So it's more of a jealousy thing. Honestly, valid. All right, let's get back to the video here. Let's get back to the end of this here.
I don't think Rogies is helping.
I'm saying that's what I want. That's what I want to be.
Short
King
you think
energy.
You're the next Rogan?
No, not even close.
Didn't ask
gotta
Rogan.
get
Is that what you
jacked,
just
dude.
said?
Do you want to be
Whoa.
next Rogie? No, you
Chill,
gotta
bro.
get jacked.
Oh, the next Rogan.
I could catch up to Rogies, I think, pretty quick.
have you seen Rogan?
Well,
Dude,
so
I
Joe
saw him in
Rogan
person,
copied
dude.
Jim
He's
Riggin is what happened.
Dude,
Long
he
ago,
looks-
he copied
looks
Jim.
exactly like Jax. He looks exactly like
And he has the
Like
Spotify
dog
guys
Jax.
on his side, so
He's just like small,
really that's
muscle
where that
down.
all jumps
His neck
from.
was like
He could literally head ram you and knock the wind out of you. Yeah, you don't want to neck that. You get sleep out.
I'm not going to smack talk Spotify, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to smack talk Spotify. Because I have some things on Spotify. You got to forget we have a whole record label, Johnson, that's under the
I know
Hometown
that,
Buffet,
but
Inner Vibes, the
I
record
just
label.
don't want to pay for a premium, and I get ads every 5 or 10 songs, and it's fucking annoying.
How are you doing that? That's pretty crazy. You were talking without talking. That was cool. Anyways, yeah, Spotify. I don't like Spotify as an app. I use SoundCloud personally, but I'm a weirdo that wears cowboy boots everywhere I go, so I don't know really, what to do with that information.
As long as you don't wear shoes when you go to the beach, that don't matter. You can wear cowboy boots anywhere.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm gonna hit play.
Shortly after the entire scandal, Shane got his wish, as Joe first had him on shortly after he was fired from SNL. During that encounter, they had
I
an
think that's what
earnest
skyrocketed his
conversation
career.
about it, leading Shane to open up about
I
the difficulties
agree.
that had stemmed from being relieved of his dream
'Cause
job in a moment.
had he not
I
got
think it was
fired from
SNL.
SNL.
I think if he wouldn't have been fired from SNL, he would have gotten
No.
still just as big, but not nearly as fast. I don't think it would have happened. I think people
Oh,
really
yeah.
looked at him because he was saying the stuff about the Asians, and then boom, explosion on your face, as Joe Rogan would say.
What was your experience like with the whole SNL
Big
debacle
explosion.
thing? What was that like?
It's very, very crazy. I don't know. It's tough to. There's not many people that you can even talk to about it. You
Yeah.
know, because it fucks you up a little. It
Yeah.
makes you like. Not
Yeah,
trust
I can
people
see
and
what he's
shit
coming,
for a
where he's
while.
coming from
Like
here.
in what way?
I don't know. I don't know how to.
I agree.
Explain
I don't
it.
know
But
where the
back to
victims are coming in, though,
The
like-
experience of it was like you just. It was kind of surreal.
The vibe was good for the most.
I don't want to just give
Although
away his
things took
comedy
a
though for
left
free
turn when
either.
Gillis
You know,
hit
go watch
Rogan
it.
with a
He's
Norm
funny as hell.
Macdonald-style joke that
And then go
Rogan let fly
subscribe
directly
to
over
Lou
his
Extras on
head.
YouTube, who
Like,
took the
people
time to
see you're
compile
not
this
a
video
piece of
together
shit
for us to
person.
react to.
Right.
Just talk. And I was like, whatever. If I get fired here, whatever. I'll just go do Joe Rogan next week, and I'll be fine. Anyway.
Oh man, that was on Joe Rogan. He said that. You could see the curtain behind him. Holy
I thought that was
shit!
funny. No.
What?
I was like, I
Is that what
literally
you thought?
I literally thought that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be funny.
Well, it could have been funny.
Yeah.
I was booked up though.
Even if that initial
Oh,
encounter had
no.
rocky moments, the two had become
Joe
friends,
said I was
and
booked
Gillis,
up,
who was
though,
among
bud.
many comedians
Oh,
that have moved
shit.
to Austin in recent years.
That's,
became a fixture of the
that's something else
JRE.
there.
Specifically, he regularly appears on the Protect Our Park streams alongside Joe, Mark Norman, and Ari Shaffir.
You know, we need
And
to get
ever
a
since
table
then,
like
Shane
that.
has been
That's a
outshining
fucking
Joe
sick.
whenever
You
they're
saw
around
that
each
table?
other,
Let me
simply by
rub,
being a
look at
whole
this
lot-
table. You see this
It is
fucking
pretty
table?
sweet, but so that
Yeah,
way
no,
that-
we always had a round table. You're right about that. Wow, holy shit. I never really thought about that, but we have always had a round table in our apartments.
Yeah, because like that way, there's no one ever fighting over who's at the head of the table.
Because we all got head at the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay.
funnier than him.
Armpit hair got
And
me.
we don't like squares.
Armpit hair doesn't bother me at all.
Because they're not around.
Doesn't
On a
bother
lady?
me.
So
No.
wait,
Exactly.
You like Jack ladies with armpit hair?
Yeah, a little bit of
You're
armpit
getting
hair.
close, dude. You're getting-
What did he just say? Hold on a second. I want to hear that again.
Shane has been outshining Joe whenever they're around each other simply by being a whole lot funnier than him.
Armpit hair got me.
That's hilarious.
Armpit hair.
Armpit hair doesn't bother me at all.
No.
Doesn't
On a
bother
lady?
me.
So
No.
wait, you like Jack ladies with armpit hair?
Yeah, a little bit of
You're
armpit
getting
hair.
close, dude.
He said you like jacked women with armpit hair, and Joe said, yeah. He said you're getting close. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I enjoy that. That's pretty funny. He looks like the devil laughing, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Looks like a penis with ears.
He does.
Close as it gets.
He needs to grow his
This
beard
isn't
out.
limited
See, he
to
needs
the
to learn
Protect
the
Our
Albright
Park
method.
pods either. If
Only
you ask any comedy
only
fan
Jim
in the world
Riggin
right
could
now-
pull off wearing no beard and no hair on top. Jim Riggin is he's like a specimen, dude. He can do that. You know, he's up in space right now.
I want to go to space.
He's in fucking
I wanna go
space
to
on a
Mars.
space station doing the JRO. The Jim Riggin
Fucking
occurrence.
asshole. I was wondering what he's been up to.
Yeah, he follows some weird religion now. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he's up there. He's got a halo now. Sometimes he's in the
What
ad
is
bumps.
this?
You see him every once in a while. He'll
Is
do
it
ads for WAPA, but he's
space-
not on the public access anymore. He's on paid pay-per-view now.
Spaceology or something.
Something like that. It's something like that. But anyway,
99.9% of them would say that Gillis was a vastly more gifted comic than Joe. For someone like Rogan, who prides himself on being a self-proclaimed killer as a stand-up,
I don't like when they
this
do
has
this
got
to
to be a
Joe.
big
I
deal.
don't like this because we're not going to sit here and act like some of his comedy isn't hilarious. Look, he's not the best comic on the planet, but we're not going to sit here and act like Joe Rogan is not a comedian. That's rude. I think he's a very funny person. I think his comedy is very funny. I thought the mushrooms bit he did 14 times was hilarious. Okay? That being said, Shane, obviously different type of comic. Different type of comic. Have you ever heard Joe Rogan's comedy, Johnson?
Once or twice, fallen asleep. I don't know.
He reminds me a lot of Dave Attell. Old Dave Attell.
Like, he was a good person to like fall asleep to.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I never actually sat down and just watched him straight through and through.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He's a funny dude. I think he's funny. I think his podcast. He's funny on his podcast even. Or he used to be at least.
that even his
He has his
$100 million
moments.
from Spotify can't cure. And by the looks of it, being at the expense of Shane's superior comedy is getting to him, leading him to take the bait like never before.
Lou's got a
I
good
read
take
this
on
guy's
this.
book. I started running stairs because of this.
You read a kickboxer's book?
Oh yeah, I read.
You dumb as
I'm dumb as I've read about 30 kickboxers books.
Yeah, you gotta
Every
subscribe to Lou
kickboxer
Extras.
book
I'm about to at the
anybody
end of the
ever
stream
wrote,
here.
And
I
then
read.
I did sit-ups, and then I kicked that guy in the fucking head.
Oh shit!
That would
Sounds like he's
be
trying
a
to
dumb
sound like
fat
Jim
man.
Oh shit! Did Shane Gillis just Oh shit! Hold on.
And
I
then
read.
I did sit-ups, and then I kicked that guy in the fucking head.
Clip that. Somebody clip that right now. Somebody clip that. We're sending that to Jim Riggin. I'm gonna piss him off today. It's gonna be funny as hell. It's gonna be funny as hell.
That would be a dumb fat dude's interpretation of what a world-class combat sport athlete would tell you. What
Oh
Shane knows how to
no.
get under Joe's skin. Shane does it all for the reaction. Shane gets under his skin because he's so much better at comedy. Now that he's effectively one of the biggest stand-ups in the world, Shane knows that he's essentially untouchable by any so-called gatekeepers. That's why when others dance around it,
I think Shane also, the thing about Shane Gillis is that he's got that Down syndrome comedy. And look, nobody wants to laugh at people with Down syndrome. But if we're being equal, you got to laugh at everybody equal, no?
Hey, they laugh at themselves also. Like they sometimes, as long as you're nice about it and not a dick.
Yeah, you got to come
They-
from a place of non-malice, right? Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody with any condition or anybody with any religion or anybody from any skin color or sexual orientation. What I want is for all of us to laugh at ourselves, right? Including me. You could call me Mr. Clean or whatever. That's fine. I'm cool with that. You know, whatever. Brokeback Mountain, I get that a lot for the cowboy boots, whatever. You know, I think it's fucking hilarious. It's in good taste. It's got to be in good conscience. You got to be like, I love you, but also your cowboy boots are dumb. You know, that's fine. Make it funny though. You know, not like that.
But your cowboy boots ain't dumb.
I know they're not dumb,
They
but
look-
I'm just saying as an
they look
example.
cool.
You know, most
Yeah.
people hate me because they ain't me, right? They hate us because
But
they
no,
ain't us.
like that's how I am. Like as long as you're not like mean about it or anything, and like they know that you're not coming off in a ill manner way.
Well,
Co-
I've
comedy's
even asked
comedy.
you personal questions that were funny, but I always preface it by saying, "Hey, you know I love you, but I have this question."
Wait, How after I woke up in the bathtub, fucking missing a kidney, you asked if there was a way I can get it back.
I
and
did.
don't
I
know.
did. That's exactly what I was thinking of too. That's exactly what the fuck I was thinking of too. Funny question. It was a funny
Well, I
question.
mean, I don't even know where the hell it's at now. So
Well, I would assume Tina took it. We never actually got that answer, but I think Tina took your kidney there, Johnson.
I could believe it. Or fucking Daryl did to sell it on the black market.
Ah, the old kidney for nut trick. Ah.
Shane is openly belittling
Although
the notion
I don't
of Joe
trust,
Rogan's Comedy Mothership Club in Austin
Mr.
as a
Wang.
beacon of free speech, or where the finest
Yeah,
stand-ups
yeah.
ply their
Hung
trade.
Wang.
Well, that's what if you come on, man, that's just hanging around the cellar. That's just table stuff, you know.
True.
That's just being at the table.
It's nice. That's the Knights Templar. That's where that kind of talk belongs, dude.
The Knights
You can't
Templar,
take
he
Give it
said.
out to the civilians for free, dude.
No, bro.
No, it's
can't
too
confuse
small
it.
and it's
Just
too
hang
girly
somebody
and
fucking
dainty. And
assassinate
you know
that.
what? Look, you could put the Zin on the table with the Pellegrino and make it like act like it's manly. But I see candles and a candle lighter and what looks to be a Roku remote, which tells me a woman has very recently been in there decorating things. And you can't have it can't be like a cylinder, like it can't be girthy. It's got to have a pole in the middle and our feet go underneath. Yes. Yes. Yeah, well, those are the best ones ideally. Or if it's a wooden tabletop, that's fine, except that vase has to be a bong and you have to have like an ashtray in the middle too. You know, and maybe a candle. That red candle on there, that could stay. That could stay. No, it looks like a apple candle, like one of those apple pie candles from like Christmas. Yeah. No, I kind of agree with you on that. Yeah, you can't be farther back. Like that's a coffee table. Let's be honest. That's a coffee table. That's not a round table. And you could tell, like I said, a woman definitely came in here and decorated it, because you could see that little wooden table that Shane's next to. You see it right there? That thing looks like something that a man made, and then a woman took it and polished it. Oh, you sure can. Right next to all the Pellegrinos. Yup, you sure fucking can. Good eye. Good eye.
We got the Austin comedy scene.
Good eye.
Too powerful.
Yeah.
LA
It's
and New York.
definitely a
These
good
guys are
reaction
foo-foo.
video.
Destroy the
These guys are
Austin
foo-foo.
comedy scene. How are they going to
We're reacting to everything they do.
Dude's
He even
wearing
went as
thong
far as to
sandals.
fight
You saw that?
Mark Maron, when
Yup.
he basically suggested that
Talking about
everyone
butt
there was
wipes.
telling the same subpar jokes about trans people, something which there is no way.
And you know
they
what?
will
That's something that I don't stand for. You don't make fun of trans people.
No, like
You know, not for being trans. It's too low hanging of a fruit, no pun intended. Okay? Like, here's what I'm saying. Okay, if I walked into a room and I had a giant green pimple on my head, and the first thing you made fun of was the giant green pimple on my head, right? Like, sure, it's funny the first time, or the second time, or even the fifth time. But after, like, time number 17, you're like, bro, like, I lost my dad, too. You want to make fun of that? Like, come on. You know? Jesus
on,
Christ.
like-
Pick something funny. Damn.
yeah, I get it. Like
The
whole-
idea,
and
look,
plus, like,
Dave Chappelle made a good point. And the good point he made was, look, the idea of trans people in itself is funny. If you're not somebody who's trapped in your head, and you could think about somebody else being trapped in their head, in the wrong body, kind of funny, right? They made a whole movie about it. What was that movie with the chick turned into Rob Schneider? What's that movie? You know what I'm talking? Hot Chick. That movie.
oh, that's not new. That's old.
I know, but I'm saying they talk about this stuff. This is before the big trans movement. You know what happened was, in the last couple of years, it's just become more and more popular to be different than the norm of society in all ways, not just sexually or genderly, in all ways. So, I mean, not saying we should be accepting of everybody, right? Like, if I find out somebody's a map, yeah, we're not cool, buddy. But there's some exceptions, but, we try to treat people with respect. Anyways.
liked.
Okay, the only thing I have to say, don't go into my if you're a clearly a dude, do not go into a female's bathroom with my daughter. That's where I draw the line.
So here's a gray area for me. Cause watch this. You know me. I got kids. I got girls.
Yup.
The other day, I'm at the park. My girl has to use the restroom. Right? We're at the park restrooms. You been in a male park restroom, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're nasty.
You know what that's like. So what do? I knocked on the female side. I opened the door. I said, "Oh, grown man with little girl coming in. Is there anybody in here?" Heard nothing. Walked in, locked the door, did our business, got my girl cleaned up, and left. We were good. In that aspect,
Yep,
I think it's
That's
fine.
what you do. I'm talking about when you're a guy saying, "Oh no, I'm not a guy. I'm a female." No, that's
Like wanting to use the
Yep.
restroom there, if you
Yeah.
pass. So historically, the rule forever has been if you pass and nobody notices that you're a guy or a girl or not, which whatever.
That's
My speech is definitely off here because I'm an old man. So forgive me for that. Internet, don't cancel me quite yet.
like
But like, if you can't
no,
tell,
like-
if you're a very passing person, I don't see an issue with it. Now, if you're somebody who's not passing and is intimidating to women, probably don't do that. Don't make people uncomfortable. We don't want to make you uncomfortable. Shit.
exactly, and like don't make it awkward, like or make a scene about it, like.
And in the same token, the people that freak the fuck out in public about that shit need to chill the fuck out, bro, because you create insanity for no reason.
I
Fuck.
agree.
Just whatever. If you're worried, get close to your kid or whatever. I don't know, like shit. Don't make it everybody else's problem that you're scared. That's fucking stupid. You live in America and have guns. Stop it. Anyways. Back to the video.
Slaying all the hacks.
So he might be on Assassin's Creed. Just sits in the back of an open mic and goes,
I do respect
how
it.
uninspiring.
Yeah. I do respect being old and just being like, fucking hacks.
kinda
Everyone
nice.
sucks. They're all fucking hacks. That could be the life cycle I'm in.
No matter how many
I'm
more
old as
years
fuck. I don't
Rogan
know
has
if I'm a
been
hack
doing it,
yet.
Shane
I'm
has
not really a
basically
stand-up
surpassed him
comic,
in every
so.
way when it comes to comedy. More importantly, he's done it with his integrity intact too, and refuses to censor himself. So when he's not hating on the Austin scene and actively trying to distance himself from it, Shane is also not afraid to actively call out Rogan and his minions for morphing into political puppets.
And that's one thing that I will never forgive in the media, is that they have taken politics and turned it into a 24-hour content feed. I fucking hate hearing about politics. I don't care how important to you it is. I don't fucking care. Fuck all of the people that have tried to be presidents. They suck, every single one of them. Every single one since, like, I don't know, Clinton. Clinton was cool. I liked Bill Clinton. There's two things he did that I didn't like, and that was, you know, lie. He lied to us. You know, he lied. No, I don't care that he got the blowjob. I care that he lied about it, okay? Yeah, you see, well, this is a Christian nation or whatever. Not really. It's more of a secular nation, but we're a moral country, damn it. And morality says if you, as the president, are asked a question point blank, you tell the truth, damn it. And I'll support you anyways. I still supported him banging the intern or whatever. That's fine. Do what you got to do, bro. You're the president. And she, you know, as Cat Williams said, Hillary Clinton wasn't taking care of Air Force One. I understand. You know, whatever. And it's none of the American public's business, I don't think, what extramaritally the president does. Now, that being said, though, him lying, I didn't like. And then also, the insurance...
Don't just grab by the pussy either.
The insurance bill he passed, now we all have to have fucking insurance, and it's a whole racket. It's a monopoly on its own. Okay? That's stupid. Car insurance. And I think he did the seatbelt law, too. And if he did the seatbelt law, too, that's 3 strikes, to be honest with you. But, yeah, no, not a fan of the president's, and I don't like having to hear it in every fucking thing, right? Like, everything doesn't need to be political, right? Every show doesn't need to have some sort of like environmental activist on there that's gonna bomb the Pentagon or whatever. Like, I don't need to see it on Law and Order and on fucking CSI Miami and shit every fucking 5 seconds. It's irritating. It's irritating.
Hell, you can't even watch TV without every other fucking commercial being about political ads and shit.
Yeah, true that. True that. I'm going to edit this rant out when I make the episode just so we're clear. Just because I said a lot of stuff here that, you know, a lot of the platforms are going to chastise me for. But that's okay. You know, I don't care. Anyways, we're going to play the video.
Whenever he is wrong, he goes, "Wow, congratulations to you. I'm gracious."
He would know more.
That's true.
What's your guys' favorite shit in America right now, dude?
Let's do it.
Now we're all sitting around going,
Yeah, what's the best stuff?
"Oh, cancel
positive.
culture's bad."
Whenever
What's
there's
the
a
cool
bunch
shit?
of
You know, the
I got-
failures among
I
us are
got the
making
host
more.
Saturday Night Live.
Shane got the whole Saturday Night.
Because
He's
all
not
those
even a
people
model.
complained.
Yeah, a conversation with
well, I'm just saying,
genocide.
it's just weird that that's people's lot.
What do you mean,
life.
shut up about the genocide?
Fucking generation.
The internet did not ruin it. What happened was, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Greed ruined it. Well, let me tell you the story of the internet, Mr. Johnson, because I remember when we were teenagers, you were new to the internet when I was like on season 4. Okay, I remember this.
Okay, hold on. Growing up, what were we always taught growing up? There's four things you don't talk about: politics, religion, finances, and your sexuality. I was always raised. You don't talk about those out like to people. That you keep that to yourself and all of that. Now you go on Facebook and you got fucking Joe Blow from Nanny Glow fucking talking, going all on about politics and shit. Half the shit he don't even know what the fuck he's saying. He's a fucking inbred redneck living down the street. Like they just, now with the internet being so easily accessible now, it makes it so everything is twisted, and now nothing is the way it was. Like if you understand where I'm going at.
Sort of. So here's what happened. When the internet first came out, right? When I remember it being popularized in the beginning, you know, you had those like this was like the AOL era where you were getting the AOL CDs and you were getting MSN CDs and you were getting like Prodigy and stuff. All those different like internet service providers, ISPs that were around back then, and you would get like a modem, a dial-up modem, and you plug it in and it'd go, yeah, do all those crazy noises and shit, and then you'd be on the phone bill, costing your parents a fortune, looking up boobies on the internet, right? And I remember back in the day, there was like a bunch of different websites, right? It was all just different websites, and as I grew older, it started to sort of create a funnel, right? They started, I call them funnel websites, like websites like bigboys.com, which eventually became break.com, or JTV, which is now Twitch, or just all types of Newgrounds, you know, eBaum's World. All these different like flash animation / video sites. YouTube wasn't even around yet, right? YouTube came out in like, what, 07? 06, 07, something like that.
I believe so.
Right? So before that, it was, all these different funnel sites that we would like frequent all the time. IamBored.com and shit. And all the games, right? That was a good time. And then you had the chat, the IMs. Remember those? I miss IMs, right? Now we use Discord for everything, but back then we used IMs.
2005 is when YouTube was founded.
Yeah, but when was it popularized? Because I'm sure for like a year or two it sat.
Probably 2007 and 2006. It
Something
was
like
founded by a former PayPal employer.
Of course it was. Of course it was. And you know who else used to work for PayPal or own PayPal was Elon Musk. So by proxy, Elon Musk kind of had something to do with YouTube. Anyways, that was Internet 1.0, the Prodigy era, right? It was a lawless wasteland. You could stumble on a website that would give you pop-ups of porn for years. And then
Or
Internet...
you could kill your entire computer just by downloading music from one website.
Well, that was Internet 2.0. Internet 2.0 came out. You got things like LimeWire. You got things like the funnel websites. You got the first social media ever, MySpace.com. And MySpace.com is what ruined it. That's what did it. MySpace in itself didn't ruin it. No. Tom did a good thing by making MySpace, right? We all got, oh my God, so much play from MySpace.com. Oh my God, we used to go on there and meet women from all types of places. It was a great website back in the day. And then from MySpace, Facebook emerged. And the Mark Zuckerberg era came, Internet 3.0. And then all of a sudden, the Internet wasn't a bunch of websites anymore. It was like 5. It was Facebook, Twitter, which nobody cared about, Instagram, again, I didn't care about, YouTube, and like Netflix, right? Like that was all anybody cared about on the Internet. And now you have like the DoorDash website, you know, like a couple of extra websites, but really people stay localized now to like 10 websites in the world, you know, or at least in my world. And then use apps for everything else. And I hate apps. I fucking hate phones. I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't stand them. I come from the era of no cell phone, which was a good era. Don't you miss that era, Johnson? Flip phone era?
Yes. I miss my Motorola Razr I used to have.
I miss the slide era. That was the good times right there when you had the like Samsung slides.
That was a nice one also, or the MV I think it was.
Oh yeah, the NV. All the HTC phones I used to get. Man, I used to get those like microcomputer phones that are basically what.
Or the LG chocolate. That one was pretty sweet.
I didn't like the chocolate. I thought it was too slim.
I loved it, but I broke too many of them. Because I would just sit there and flip it like a fidget.
We have diverted away from Shane Gillis. Let's get back to him.
Yes. Let's have fun.
I agree.
What? Yeah, let's just
completely.
ignore all the horrific things that are happening.
Well, let's focus on the genocide.
Word.
I think we should focus on the genocide slightly and then have fun once we figure that out.
Which one?
That's going to be a vicious clip.
Oh.
It's a map of war.
Well, so he just said to Ari Shafir, who is a... I'm not sure if you're aware. He's a Jewish American comedian. He mentioned the genocide to him. And now there's a big controversy currently about whether there's a genocide going on in the Middle East, which is a crazy thing to be controversial about, because you could just, you know, turn on the news. Just to turn on the
And watch
TV, look at the rubble. Really, just go on Google Maps, and you can see the color, the discoloration of the map, and just see that most of Palestine is gone. Yeah, no, but I'm not gonna get into a rant about that right now.
No, we don't need to
No,
get.
I just think it is. I will say it's a bit bold for Shane to have said that in front of Ari Shafir, knowing where Ari Shafir stands. I thought that was a little bit rude.
Yeah,
a little bit rude.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, it's not Ari Shafir's fault, you know. That's the problem I have. Is like you can't just be like you support this, so it's your fault. Like that's not cool, you know. Whatever. Maybe I'm just being too much of a bleeding heart. Anyways.
Looking through and you're like, damn, Lincoln's.
There's a lot
You're
of
looking at all these
history
cool
here.
things, and then you
Okay.
see Gulf of America next to the desk. And you're like,
Hey, fuck. What is that?
It might be a bold thing to do in these contentious modern times, but Shane is clearly comfortable taking anyone to task for the gaps in their moral compass.
Oh
Recently,
shit!
his
He even
willingness to
said it
hate
was
on
bold.
someone who
Oh,
says one
this Chelsea Handler stuff. She had everything coming to her. She stoked the fire on that, and she got served what she needed. That's what happened there.
thing and does another, led to a major incident with Chelsea Handler, which escaped comedic gossip circles and became major news in the entertainment world. Although she's been a mainstay in the same circles for a long time, Shane has never been an avid fan
I don't
of
like
Chelsea.
policing
Most
comedy. That's
notably,
not
He has
cool.
a serious problem with what she perceived as her virtue signaling nature and the way she panders to political causes.
I'm the least racist person I know.
I'll tell you, the least racist person I know right now is Chelsea Handler.
True.
Did you see her little thing with 50 Cent?
No, but I remember seeing her show.
Least racist person, dude.
She did a whole show about like confronting her white guilt.
Okay, so
Dude, she goes to a spoken word, like a poet jam, and then asks to speak.
Confronting her
Like a
white guilt.
documentary, as you may or may not know,
Oh.
about white privilege.
And it's like, I just want you to know that I'm sorry. And it's a bunch of black people like. I think
What?
Are on that, which good for
That's
them.
like, oh,
like-
yes, thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
speaking
like,
of
true.
love,
This
dude,
is actually true.
That's not how
Speaking
you
of love being
prove you're not
admonished, dude.
racist.
Guys, I just want to let you all know I am so sorry for being Caucasian. I'm sorry for the
Yeah,
things
like
that what? Chelsea Handler's cringy, bro. She's super cringy,
That's-
and like that's not a word I use very lightly. I don't really use that on many people because I'm considered cringy, but that woman is super
that's
cringy.
like someone saying I'm not racist. I have a black friend.
Yeah, bro.
like-
Like you don't have to announce it to the world. Like
Yeah, like
just treat people with respect, maybe, and let your
Yeah.
actions speak for yourself. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
don't treat them like they're a different color than you or anything. Like treat them as a human being. Simple as that. We're all the same people.
Yeah,
Well, obviously
you know,
we're different,
like
but like I'm me,
Here's-
you're you. But
here's what I used to remember. You remember growing up? You remember growing up when we would find out about different people, right? Like let's say you just learning about people from I don't know Tanzania, right? And
Mhm.
what would happen? You wouldn't go over there and be like, and start screaming slurs at them. Nobody told us to do that. We would go over there and we would like learn about them, and then they would learn about us,
Yeah.
and then we would share shit, and we would fucking always come out with some
Or-
cooler shit. Both of us, both parties would come out with some cooler shit because of it, right? It was a beautiful
Or-
time to be alive. It was like right after 9/11, dude. Everybody was so close together. It was such a great time, bro. Like you
Or
didn't
what
give a
about,
damn. You know, like it
like
was just nice.
growing up, you're living in the neighborhood and you have a new family move in, and you're like 6, 7 years old, 6, 7. But anyways, like you're like 6, 7 years old. You don't realize that they're a different color than you. They
Don't really
next thing you know, you're
care.
playing with them. You become best friends, and then years down the road, now it's a fucking issue.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
No,
Yeah, so
Like-
I remember literally
not
like
at all.
like you could notice differences about each other, and it wasn't like a racist or a sexist thing. Like it wasn't any weird-ism, right? It was just I noticed you were different than me, and I am different than you, right? And you learn shit from it, right? Like I'll give you a
Yeah.
good example. So I grew up
You learn
speaking.
about the culture.
I grew up speaking a different language. I grew up speaking Italian, okay? This is a very good example for you. And my neighborhood, over time. It started as an Italian neighborhood, and then a bunch of Puerto Rican people moved in, and it became a Puerto Rican neighborhood, which is nothing wrong with that. They were very nice people, everybody that moved in, to be honest with you. I haven't met a single bad one. So I had a best friend across the street. His name was Mateo. And Mateo, his family spoke Spanish, right? And the way we would communicate, me and their parents, and him and my grandparents, who taught me Italian, because my grandparents only spoke Italian, he would speak Spanish to my grandparents, and I would speak Italian to his parents, and that's how we would get along, right? Because Spanish and Italian, very close languages. Not very, very close, but you could kind of make out what the other one's trying to say. And then we also spoke English, and that's how me and Mateo communicated. So I'm over there one night. We have a sleepover. Next morning, we're having breakfast. And I said, could you pass me the butter? And in Italian, when you say, can you pass me the butter, it's mi puoi passare il burro. Now, the word burro in Spanish is not the same as it is in Italian. Here's a difference we can notice about each other. Watch. His mom looked at me like I had 3 heads, because burro in Spanish means donkey. She thought I was asking her to pass me the donkey. And she in a broken English accent asked me what I was saying, and I told her, "Can you pass me the butter?" And she told me, "No, that word is mantequilla." Right? Very different. We had a very good laugh about it. I came out of that learning something. Okay, they learned something too, right? That I'm not trying to be offensive when I ask for some burro, right? And we laughed about it. We had a good time. Now, if that happened nowadays, I don't think it would have gone the same way if it would have happened nowadays. Somebody would have gotten offended and thought I was trying to really call his mom a donkey or something, right? And that's not what I was saying. Or ask her for some ass. No, like.
Can you pass me that donkey?
Communication is important. Communication is very, very important.
Lesson learned, if you don't know the language, don't try and speak it to them.
Well, I was speaking my language, to be fair, and it worked thus far until that point. And then we got to that point, and it was all bad. It was it was all bad. And you know, that same family though, he would come over to my house. This kid could put away a couple plates of pasta, right? Like he was one of us. Okay, and when I went to his house, I was one of them. It was how we worked out. That doesn't happen nowadays anymore. You don't see the same melding of communities. In fact, I see communities all over advocating for like segregation. It's crazy. It's crazy. All the work that went into like unwinding all that shit. I don't know. Yeah. You know, we are approaching 52 minutes. We're a little later than I wanted to be, but I'm going to cut out a big portion of this because of our crazy rants. So I'm going to jump back out to our outro, and we will see you guys another time. We'll probably be playing 2-bit here soon. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Johnson, you got anything else you want to say? Yeah, stay tuned. All right, peace out.